Hi, Jen Sugermeyer here, and thank you so much for your interest in my freebie. It's a part of the Untouchable Mindset program, and it's going to be in your inbox in the next 5 minutes. And while I have your attention, I want to tell you about a larger program that can give so much value to your life. I'm telling you, this is it. It is game changing. It is what changed my life. It is what I live by day in and day out. It's a program called the 5-Step Reset Plan. And you see, I was climbing the corporate ladder. I spent 15 years in corporate America, and I was doing all the things. And my resume was looking really good. I had gone to Afghanistan. I had contracted with Department of State, Department of Defense. I had worked for public companies and private equity companies, and I was doing all the things. I had traveled all around the globe to almost 50 countries by the time I was 30. I mean, there's no one that was looking from the outside in saying, man, she has a terrible life. Look, she has a house and a truck and all the things. But the reality was, it looked great, but I was miserable. And the higher I climbed and the more things I did and I could show on my life resume and my work resume, I hated the person I had become behind closed doors. And I felt like I was just existing through life. I had stopped living and I was just going through the motions. I was keeping up my responsibilities and I was really good at that. But I just wasn't finding that enjoyment. And quite frankly, I didn't recognize the person in the mirror anymore. There were so many things that had laid a foundation in my soul, and that was fear and frustration and anger. And we call these a state of suffering. And I was in this state of suffering every day. Yeah, anxiety, resentment. And this is where my life was. And I always looked at everybody else and I said, when is my turn? When is my turn for happiness? When is my turn for love? I'd already gone through a divorce by the time I was 30. I mean, can't I have just one thing go right? And this is how I looked at my life. And I looked at the woman in the mirror and I said, I don't know who you are anymore. And then after 10 years, I went through this battle. And all of these things had creeped up in my life in the meantime. And maybe, and I don't know what it might be for you, but if you're battling some kind of addiction or an eating disorder, or there's resentment you have in your life, or there's so much anger, or you just can't shake things. There's something about you that you're like, this isn't right. Maybe you don't even want to talk about it, even with your closest friends, because you're afraid of the shame and the stigma. That's where I was. And I fought that for 10 years until I discovered the 5-Step Reset Plan. And the first part of that is getting into the mind. The first step is recognize. And so we recognize that we need a change. Something isn't right in our life and enough is enough. And so this is where the untouchable mindset comes in, because we have to build that strong foundation. Just like a house, if you don't have the infrastructure in place and you just try to put pieces together, your house will crumble. So we are building a solid foundation with this untouchable mindset program, which is part of the 5-Step Reset Plan. So we build the mindset, then we move into eliminate, and we eliminate the things that don't serve you. Believe it or not, I'm going to venture to bet that you're holding on to things that you might not even realize are there. It's like a ball and chain and you're trying to move, but you're only going so far. All we need to do is just get rid of these things. So we eliminate the things that aren't serving you. And then we move into, we've discovered how much space we have, and we've started to remove some things. Now we start to fill them more with things that serve us. So we look at positivity, and we understand how to radiate. We understand about energies, and we start to protect our space with boundaries. So we set our standards, we put boundaries up, and we start to protect our life. We start to say yes to us finally. Yes to us. I mean, how amazing does that feel? And then we move into this elevated state because we've got a strong mindset. We've eliminated the gunk. We've put boundaries in place. And now we say, okay, I am ready to live in gratitude and find my purpose and be present. You know, Dr. Seuss has he has the most amazing quote. He says, you never know when a moment's going to become a memory. And that's so true. And when I was going through my life, I was so focused on the fears or my frustrations or my goals. And what I missed were those moments. And those moments we don't get back. And those moments can very well become life memories. And how many of those did I miss out on? And I don't want you to miss out on any more of those. So we're going to move into the elevate stage, and we really focus on this elevated state of being. This is where that beautiful state is, not the state of suffering. We got rid of it. We protected ourselves, and now we're in a beautiful state. And then finally, we move into the transformation. And this is where we turn this into a lifestyle. Nobody likes to diet. When I think of myself and I'm like, oh, I go on a diet, that's something that happens for like 2 weeks. But the way that I eat now is very regimented, and I like it that way. And that's become my lifestyle. And I'm able to eat cake when I want, and I'm able to do all these things when I want, because it's my lifestyle. I've just grown into it. And so we want to make this as easy as my diet, my meal plan, so that you can eat the cake and do all the things, because this is your lifestyle. So we're going to work on that full transformation, not just for a short period of time when you watch this little video, but for the duration of your life. So those are the 5 steps. And this program is designed to flex with your schedule, because I know how busy it is to live life. And I know what it's like to be in the corporate world and manage a million things. And you don't have time to just stop your life. And I didn't. I designed this program to flex with you. So what I need you to do is click on the link below. And it's free. This is a free consultation. You can talk with me on the phone, and we'll talk about what's going on and how I can help you. There's absolutely $0 commitment. So click on the link below and schedule your time with me. And I cannot wait to talk with you. Don't forget to check your inbox, because the untouchable mindset hack is in your inbox now. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.